Oh, what? What? Yeah. What? 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 Are there people? Wait, am I streaming? Hi, everybody. Good to see you. Hope everything's going fantastic. I am sort of been away for a hot second, but I'm back, baby. I am back. We are gonna stream. Just gonna do a little bit of art. I thought that would be fun. I've been kind of a low key for the past few days. I don't know why, but it's just generally where my head is at right now. So it's just gonna be like super low key, super yeah. Okay. Cool. Cool. Okay, tell me what you found funny. Tell me. I wish to hear. And also, hello, Jaden. Good to see you. There. Yes, that works. Yeah. Okay. Oh, oh, that's funny. I feel like people well, saying that, I think like people have maybe a little bit too much of a connection with superheroes and maybe don't have necessarily good space from it, because it's like if all you do is watch, I don't know. I feel like like superhero stories we don't even really get like. Oh wait, I haven't switched over yet. It's like haven't hit the trend. Yeah. Comic YouTubers are they they're exhausting. They're very exhausting. I find a lot of them. I guess I technically was one or am one, but I do find a lot of them don't have like a healthy relationship with this comic books and have. I really hate CGI unless it's in movies. Exactly. That's that you have taken. Oh, that's funny. The little toxic. I swear I don't have control over these. The little toxic thing, but emo. Yeah, yeah. They can be extremely toxic or like good guy. Yeah, yeah. There's really just no in between. I don't know. Just Tato. How's it going, Tato? Good to see you. How are you number? What? What is this number one? Okay. What? I don't know what that purple thingy is too, but yeah, sure, awesome. Yeah, like I don't know, people. I'm gonna be so glad when like the Zack Snyder era is over with. Like I'm so ready to move on from talking about Zack Snyder every 5 minutes. Yeah. Oh. Okay. Well, you're number one right now. I guess maybe you get points for being first. Just I should make the decision beforehand what I'm going to draw, and then I can never on here, but I never do, and this is always the most awkward part of this is like me trying to figure out what I want to draw today. Okay, let's go with that. How's it going, Tato? I'm excited for the James Gunn Superman movie. Yeah, because orange juice. Yeah. Oh no, I'm excited for James Gunn Superman movie. Did I ever tell you guys that I played Superman in a middle school play? When I was in middle school, I played Superman in a play. If Matt Reeves doesn't, if Matt Reeves does not want it to be connected to the DCU, it does not have to be. I respect that decision. Yeah, my fourth grade teacher wrote a play about super old superheroes who have retired, and I played Superman. But yeah, if, I did do the iconic pose. I was trying to. I wonder if that footage still exists somewhere. Because I know somebody filmed it. It was a fun little play. I mean, he's been successfully canon to the DC for a long time, but that version of Batman, maybe not. It doesn't need to be. I mean, if they want to, if Reeves like says he has an idea for how to do, if they say they come up with a cool idea to how to do it, then sure. But they don't have to be. There's no need to be right now. Sure. I mean, if I could, we might have a DVD of it somewhere. If I could find that footage, I would share it with you guys. If I could find it, I would share it with you. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe my teacher's name was Gary Lunsford. If he had it, he'd be the person who probably had it. Anyways, but that's such a trite argument. One, people do care about Superman. They care about Superman a lot, and yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Unless they have like a cool idea, they don't need to. Two, it's like the general public didn't care about like the cliched rejoinder to that is that the general public didn't care about like Guardians of the Galaxy until James Gunn made them care about it. So why and Superman is like one of the most famous superheroes ever. So no, like they can make it work. That's cool. That's really cool. I'd love to go there. It's like the Canadian town of Vulcan, having like a big Star Trek thing there now. What did you see anything cool? Truthfully, I've been so bored with comics lately, superheroes lately. I think comic wise storytelling, like comic on the comics and storytelling has hit kind of like has been quite boring as of late, and I'm just like should go. No, I don't. No, I don't remember who I fought. So the premise of the play was we were old superheroes who had retired, and yeah. So I was Superman. A friend of mine was Batman, and we are just old men. Even though it's funny because we were like 6. I don't remember if we actually fought Lex Luthor. I mean, they've always been trying to make money doing this stuff. It's more, I don't know. We're in a really tedious part. Marvel has a real tedious thing it does. I call deck rearranging, where they just like give old characters new identities to see if it sticks. So right now we're in this like lame period where like Mary Jane is Agent Venom now. It's like, okay. It is tomorrow. So we should celebrate with a pledge of allegiance to Canada. Oh, Canada! I mean, this has been a problem for a while. That there's a little bit of a sense of like we have to see if maybe this storyline could work for a movie, or maybe this storyline could work for a movie, and it's not so much focused on telling good stories with comic books. It's telling good stories that they could adapt. Oh, I hate that. Are they trotting that stupid idea out again. They've done it a few times. Independence Day. Yes. Tato, it's the day we celebrate the greatest achievement in American history. Independence Day, starring Jeff Goldblum. See, Jeff Goldblum hacks into the aliens spaceship and blows it up. I don't know. I've had this whole like long essay idea in my head for a while about how we kind of don't even really know what superhero stories are anymore, and it's partly because people are now very big fans of superheroes but don't actually know how superhero stories really work, and they're just going off of impressions that they get from movies and general pop culture, and it's a very weird thing because superhero is a very specific genre that has its own rules and conventions, and it's not exactly what people think it is. But yeah, Superman has a cape. Here's a question for the audience. Think about this really hard. He will have a cape. Outside of the Superman family and the Batman family, how many superheroes actually have a cape? Like, how many can you name off the top of your head superheroes that have a cape? I can think of 2. Joe Man. He has all the powers of Joe. He was bitten by a radioactive... bitten by a radioactive Joe to become Joe Man. Yep. He possibly has the worst cape. No, actually, I like Alan Scott's cape. He does... Joe Man! I've been wanting to write my own Batman variant for a while, like some superhero fiction for a while, just straight superhero fiction, like in book form. And I've had an idea for a Batman variant for a long time. Joe Man, he has all the powers of Joe. Yes, he was written by a radioactive... While watching Family Guy one night, he was struck by radioactive lightning and gained all the powers of the Family Guy character Joe. Now powered by power. Now having the ability to summon any Patrick Warburton character through the ether. He is Joe Man. Yeah. But yeah. I don't know. It's it's like, yeah, whatever. Yeah. No, he has the power of any Patrick Warburton character. And there are many. I guess mostly he would just use Brock Samson, but still. Yeah, I was thinking the reason, I don't know. I'm burnt. Truth be told, I'm kind of burnt out with superhero stories. But the reason, if I could, I think the reason why like so many of these comic guys are like burnt out with superhero stories is because I suspect that's all they're really watching. Is superhero stuff. It's like, of course you get burnt out with stuff if that's the only thing you watch. Also, like trying to turn your hobby into your job, it can kind of be a disaster if you're not prepared for it. Because it's like, I don't know. It's like, I don't know. If you don't really prep for all the intensity that's going to go on, you'll suddenly get a very like, why is the thing that I used to enjoy now feeling so stressful? And it's like, yeah, because it's a job now. It's a little bit the way I felt when I was trying to do a lot of comic reviews every day. I was like, this used to be something I did for fun. Why is this no longer fun for me to read? And I was like, oh, right, because it's like I have to have an opinion about this. And if it's bad, if I don't like it, people are going to get mad at me. It's like I still think about the extremely negative reaction I got when I said I didn't like the Marvel Rivals comic. I'm like, ugh. That was so miserable. That was so miserable. Yeah, it was so miserable when I got that when I had to deal with that because it was like it's not a lot of people, but some people were very mad at me for saying it's a bad comic because it is a bad comic. It's a very bad comic. It's easier. Here's how you formulate opinions, Dato. You go like, oh, I like that. I like that. Then you investigate that feeling. What are you responding to? Why are you responding to it? And then after a while, you have a review pretty much worked out. And if you respond to, oh, I hate that, then investigate that feeling. It's all just about investigating your feelings. Like, okay, why do you like Severance, Tato? I don't know. I want to start making YouTube videos again. I was rewatching my old ones, which I do occasionally, which is very narcissistic. Yeah. Exactly. Well, yeah, these are people. You have to understand, Jaden, that these are people who. Yeah. These are people who have. I'm going to guess, have very little experience socializing outside of these spaces. So it's like. The thing is, it's not that you're just criticizing the thing they like. No. You're they so hyper identify with these characters and these stories. If you criticize it, it feels like you're criticizing them. And so it's not that they're just defending a story, they're defending themselves in a lot of ways because they see themselves too much. And it's like, but it's also like really pathetically easy to like I'm gonna throw this out there. This is gonna be mean. It's really pathetically easy to manipulate nerds. Like, it's so pathetically easy to manipulate nerds. Yeah. 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 Tato, I do that a little bit too, which is a terrible habit. I do that a little bit too. I Google, I don't know how to feel about this. I'm gonna Google this and see what everybody else is saying. And that's a little bit of a bad habit of mine that I'm trying to break, where I'm like, no. Even if they don't like it, you should form your own opinions. I mean, I'm gonna be honest, guys. It's super pathetically easy to manipulate nerds. All Henry Cavill had to say was that he liked Warhammer. He liked Warhammer and the Witcher games, and he got like an obsessive fan base for life. And I'm like I hope that Warhammer show that he's making turns out good. I really do. But it's so pathetically easy to manipulate nerds. Also, Tato, you're young. You're just kind of forming your own ideas about what you like, so don't worry about it, I guess. Not that you were. Yeah, exactly. Also, you have to remember. Have you guys ever heard of Ready Player One? Did you ever read that? It was a terrible book. I hated that book and I hated that movie. But this is what these sort of people kind of think. It's like, oh, one Ready Player One. Yeah, I don't know. If you like it, okay, sure. But I'm going to be really mean about it for a minute. So, but Ready Player One is about it takes place in the future, where the most popular video game in the world is this massive virtual online super MMO metaverse experience. Yeah. And it's all based around like pop culture references from the 80s. And the main story is about this kid who like knows so much about pop culture from the 80s, and he's really into like 80s pop culture, and he can reference almost anything from the 80s. And because of a lot of contrivances, knowing a lot about the 80s becomes the secret to saving the world. And that's kind of the level we're at. Yeah. No, yeah, I don't got anything. I don't know. Henry Cavill is fine. Yeah, it's. And then the author, Ernest Cline, who wrote another one, and it's about a government program where that takes in people who play video games because they designed a ship. They designed a ship that works exactly like a video game, and they have to defeat aliens, and they have to beat all these aliens because of video games. And it turns out that the best and smartest people are video gamers. This is what these people are. Somebody told them once that nerds were... Yeah. This is because, Tato, video gamers are the key to everything. The greatest people in the world can play video games really well. Listen. After GameStop after the GameStop short squeeze, who's better than anybody else in the world to rewrite the economy? Listen, all you gotta do is go on Super Stonk and realize that everybody's against gamers. There's a huge conspiracy against GameStop, and when the mother of all short squeeze happens to the MOAS, gamers will be in charge and rich. And they can do this because they can hold. Yeah. I don't know. At some point, they're... Hey, Jaden. I don't think you guys understand how important and smart and talented video gamers are. It's like, it's just, I don't know. It's a little bit of a pathetic, I don't know. But yeah. Henry Cavill could have been a great Superman. He was a perfectly fine, I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. There's a part of me that feels bad for Ernest Cline because then he became kind of like the internet's punching bag for a minute. I'm like, I don't know if he really deserves to be called the scion of fascism in America for writing a goofy book. But I don't know. I can't stand that attitude. I don't know if you can tell how little I like that attitude. Yes! You have picked right. Yeah. Oh, it gets even sadder. I must know your thoughts, Funk. Oh, but it... Yes, you should. You should, yeah. If you like Severance. It's different from Severance, but you might like it. There's another show. By the way, I just saw something for another show that I'm probably... Yeah. Yeah. It sucks. He's gonna be... Listen. Uh, listen. I've also read the book. The first book, at least. Yeah, but listen, he has Warcraft. Yeah. Oh, is he listening to the audiobook? Did you... Yeah. Yes, you should. It's a good show. I think you'd like it. Do you guys know what Warcraft is? Or not Warcraft, Warhammer. Warhammer. Which they're nothing alike. Warcraft and Warhammer are nothing alike, and there's nothing, and they definitely shouldn't have been sued. But Blizzard shouldn't have been sued. Yeah, it's some. Yeah, it's a whole thing. Anyways, it's the most edgy thing, but it's also kind of a parody, but kind of not sort of thing. I don't know. There's part of me that has seriously looked at it, maybe starting to get into it, but I also go like, Jaden? Should I play Minecraft on here? What do you guys think? That's pretty cliche, I know, but I don't know. Or what's the competitor? There's a new competitor one that's popped up that people seem to be into. The vintage story. I have played a good deal of Minecraft in my day. I won't lie about that. I haven't touched it for years. I don't know. I've been considering trying some games out on here because I don't know. If I were to play games, what type of games would you guys like to see me play? Everybody plays Minecraft. You guys are young. Okay. I mean, out of all the games that people got obsessed over, I'm happy it's something like Minecraft. Yes, Fortnite. You mean... Wait, you mean that Minecraft clone that Epic put out? I've always thought about, like, doing a bit where I'd be like, okay, we're gonna... Hey, guys, we're gonna play Minecraft. We're gonna play Fortnite on here. But then I play the lesser-known version of Fortnite that nobody plays. Do you guys know that Fortnite is actually Fortnite is a Minecraft clone, but with zombies, right? You guys know that, right? So the version of Fortnite that got popular was the Battle Royale mode that they added, but the real game is called Fortnite Save the World, and it's kind of a Minecraft clone. Okay. Okay, I'll play Minecraft on here one day. It's not that I hate Minecraft, it's just, I don't know. Everybody plays Minecraft, and I'm just like, I want to be special. Yeah. I did a little writing today, but not enough. I don't know. I finished a short story. I finished a short story I was writing. If you guys are curious. Oh, Michael Madsen. Damn it! I like Michael Madsen. And now I'm kind of struggling to figure out what to write next. Sorry, I was just looking at something. Hey Jane. Yeah, I'm not. But yeah, I'm kind of with you because it's like, what do I do next? What do I do now? There is a there's a game I'm looking forward to. Actually, it's called I forget what it is, but it's essentially I played that Inzoi game a little bit. Frankly, I'm underwhelmed by it. I don't know. Some people seem to be really. I do, Jaden. I do. I'd like to read it someday, but I think what you have, I like the sound of it. You might not know this by looking at me, but I was actually really into The Sims. I used to be very into The Sims as a game. Do not play The Sims. Do not play The Sims. This is not me being a joke. The Sims 4 is pure garbage. It is, hey Robin, good to see ya. It is, how's it going? It is, okay. It is pure garbage. Sims 4 is pure garbage. It is a scam. They want you to pay $1,000 for a half-broken game. Do not play The Sims. But I love The Sims 3. And it just I needed, and I love The Sims 3 so much, and there's a new game out there that's looking like it's going to try and compete. But it's not really, Tato. To play the full version, play the full version, it's almost $1,000. So I'm looking forward to. There's a Sims competitor that's coming up. It's called Paralives, and it seems like a more low key. It seems like. No, that's the trick, Tato. It's not really free. It's a funnel. It's a pay funnel that they want you to look. Okay, here is. It's a pay funnel. The real good game is Sims 3. There's so much I have to do to just play a simple thing. Uh, it's game. My mom just texted me. She thought it was pretty. Yeah. Anyways. Sorry, I'm just trying to. Right? Yeah. I remember when I played Minecraft, the last thing I really did with Minecraft is I got obsessed with building an underwater base. Because I was. I mean, the real reason I wanted to do that was because I was like, okay, I'm going to spawn. I'm just going to build my house right at the spawn point. So anytime I get killed, I just get sent back. I just get sent back right where I started from, so I don't have to like journey so far. But then I got in my head. I wanted it to be all glass because I wanted to see like the sea creatures go past me, and that was the point of madness where I spend hours having to search, build more and more glass producing things, and it always went very wrong. Yeah. Did you like the Minecraft movie, Tato? Uh, I'm not. I'm not really that creative. I don't know. Maybe I should be. I'll build. Let's see. Where did it? Okay. Oh, okay, fine. I want everything to be beautiful in glass. Then I got into my head that I wanted to build a sky base, and then I never really finished that idea. Okay. I was trying to, like... Okay, Tato. But did you like the Minecraft movie, or did you feel it was... What did you think of it? I think it's interesting, but, you know, I always, like, think. I always think. I always, like... Yeah. Well, I had the thought process of, like, okay, so the physics kind of work. I'm not the hugest fan of that director. I'll throw that out there. I don't know. I've always felt he was kind of a mid director. Let's see. Yeah. You know what? That's correct, Tato. That's the correct way to think of something. It's like, it wasn't a good movie, but you had fun. You had fun because you went with friends, and it was it was something to do with friends, and it should be. It should be a social experience, I guess. That is the correct way to think of it. Yeah, chicken jockey. I don't even... Where do I buy Minecraft these days? Because it's like... See, I'm old. I come from a time before Minecraft even existed. I remember getting very early versions of it. Oh, do I really... Is it not just on Steam? Can I not just get it on Steam? Do I really have to... Well... Very... I don't know if you could tell, I'm very indecisive about what to draw today. I had an idea once for chicken jockey. Chicken jockey. Chicken jockeying. Jockeying for chicken power. This making me sign up for an account is very... I hate having to sign up for an account for everything. Just let me log in with Google, Microsoft. Concede this already. Okay. Concede this. Nobody's going to use the Microsoft store. You know, I've been going to a different coffee shop. My normal tea shop, I think the owners are out on vacation. Oh, but that's Jaden. That's always a. I trust me. I'm a creative. I get that. That's a very natural thing. I got it. I got it immediately. Don't worry, bud. I am a fellow creative. I get all the anxiety with being a creative. Trust me. I get that. I get that feeling instinctually. Okay, I just need to make a decision. Ugh, so indecisive today. Okay, yeah, that works. That works. That's good. That's a good drawing. That'd be cool. No, I get it. I get it. It's fine, Jaden. That's a very real fear. Nope, that's all. That's the thing I experienced too. You know, like it's always the thing you're afraid of. It's like, you love this thing so passionately, and you're worried other people, and you just want other people to love it as much as you do. Hey, just follow that. Follow those instincts. Nope, I hate this drawing. It's bad. I started posting stuff again online. I don't know. Of course, when I decided, maybe I should try and get people interested in my stuff by posting it online, I start doing esoteric jokes that only I get and nobody else does. And I'm like, why isn't this popular? This is... Yeah, it's just... Passion is a weird thing. Yeah. Yeah, you really don't. At a certain point, here's the thing, Jade. At a certain point, if you want me, you can send it to me, and I'll give you some notes on what I think can improve. If you want that. And I'll do it. Don't worry. I'll give you. At a certain point, you're gonna have to, dread of all dread, open your creative project up to being viewed by other people. But you don't have to worry about that now. Did I tell you guys I ran today? I ran 1.65 miles today. That was a lot of running. But only when you're ready, Jaden. Only when you're ready. But right now, all that matters, Jaden, is to get your ideas down on paper. And trust me, once you get your ideas down, suddenly you can start really messing with the story, and it becomes a lot better the more you work at it. Because right now, the most important thing is just to get the ideas down, It's like, get them out of, the head space and get them into the practical, real world sense, and then you can really start messing with stuff. I run both, but today I ran in the neighbor. I ran in my neighborhood. God, I was tired by the end of. I was very tired by the end of that. Oh yeah, both are good. Just remember, Jaden. Perfect is the enemy of good. A good finished story is better than a good finished story is better than a perfect unfinished story. Yeah. How is it? I'm hurrying. Some people seem to really like it. I don't know. Yeah, that's what a lot of people are saying. Is it's pretty much just uh, the the animated movie, but live action. Not that much more live action, really. Yeah, that's hilarious. There was, this will be, they. Do you know Psycho? The movie Psycho? Probably not. But Psycho is a very classic old movie, and for some reason in the '90s, they one remade it, and two, the director of that had this weird idea for it to just be a shot for shot remake, and it's like what's the point of that? Like what's the point of that? What's the point of I don't know. I really loved uh, the animated movies. I really loved those. Yeah, they're all really quite good. It's strange to have a pretty decent little fantasy epic series. Nobody talks about that, but yeah, they were. And apparently they're nothing like the they're apparently nothing like the movies. Or too many live action remakes these days. You know what I want to see? I want to see animated remakes of live action movies. I don't want to see live action remakes of animated movies. Let's get a like since the director is killing it apparently with yeah, yeah. Oh my god, that Snow White movie. I don't know if I feel like I didn't need to hear much about that Snow White movie as I did. That was like a long. I don't know. I feel bad for. I don't know. Should kills my idea to do. I don't know. Too much talk. I don't know. Yes, I know that one. I know that one all too well. Are you a fan of Dragon Ball Z, Jaden? Dragon Ball Z. Yeah. Nope, not really. I kind of totally forgot that it was coming, actually. We're gonna make burgers. That's the only real plan we have, is we're gonna make some burgers. Yeah. Yes. Of course you do. Who could win in a fight, Jaden? Who could win in a fight? Superman or Goku? I know it happens. I forgot. I forgot it was coming up. Now, of course, the real answer, Jaden, Robin, that we both know would be this: if Superman and Goku ever fought, you know it would because it would be a misunderstanding, and they would initially think each other is the bad guy, and they'd fight for just enough that they'd both get some punches in, but then they'd realize that they're actually on the same side, and then they'd team up to fight an even worse bad guy. And at the end of the story, they'd become friends. I always hate those power scaling videos because of that. Because it's like they never. Well, that's what would happen. That would be the plot of that. I don't. I don't know. And Lex Luthor would be teaming up with. Who do you think Lex Luthor would be teaming up with in Dragon Ball? I don't know as much about Dragon Ball Z. I know the basics, but who do you think Luthor should team up with? Piccolo? No, he's a hero. Um, but yeah, that's what would happen. That would be the storyline. Frieza, yes, Lex Luthor would team up with Frieza. Yeah, that'd be the storyline. I feel that should happen at some point. Like the most iconic Western hero, Western comic hero, and the most iconic Japanese comic hero should team up in a story at one point. So I hate power scaling videos because they always remove the character's personality. And it's like, well, we're not going to look into their personality. We're just going to look in their pure logic. And it's like, but the personality is the whole would determine is the reason they fight, man. It's the whole reason. Like you gotta look into that. You gotta look into like their emotional methods for fighting. It's like, well, then most of them wouldn't actually fight then, and it's like, oh, we've figured out something. I believe we've actually figured out an issue. That's right. I'm calling you out, Death Battle. Your show is stupid. Don't tell them that I said that. Don't tell them that I said that. Do you have any plans for the 4th? Robin. Part of the problem with that is that writers then start writing to cater to those fans. Oh, yes. That's fun. Fans, and this is how we get, like, dumb plots like Civil War and stuff, where it's just like, well, what if Captain America and Iron Man actually fun? It's like, that's so unfun. What are you doing? What are you doing? What is this? What story are we trying to tell? I've been playing around in my head with maybe doing. Yeah, no, yeah. The movie wasn't bad. The movie was okay, but the movie was perfectly good. But the comics sucked. I don't. It doesn't help that I don't particularly like Mark Millar as a writer to begin with. And I think Millar is kind of I think that's actually how you're supposed to pronounce his name. Is kind of sort of the dregs of the British invasion of comic book writers. You know, if like, okay, if Alan Moore stands as like the Beatles and Grant Morrison, they're more like the Kinks. Then like Mark Millar is like, I don't know. Shitty band. Yeah. I could never stand Millar's whole, because Millar is annoying because you have Garth Ennis who does Millar's bit, but is a lot better at what Mark is trying to do. But inexplicably, Mark is the more popular one, is the more financially successful one. If you don't know, Garth Ennis is a guy I've had mixed feelings about for a while, but lately I've come around to thinking, oh no, wait, he might actually be really good. I'm starting to become of the opinion that Ennis might actually be really quite good at this. Yeah. Isn't it funny that the whole premise of superheroes is that they fight supervillains, and so many comic stories are so pathologically afraid of having superheroes fight supervillains these days? I always think that's so funny. It's always more about, if I could explain a little bit something that frustrates me. I'm very tired of the mechanics of superheroes being fought over. Do you know what I mean? I'm very tired of explaining how superheroes work, where they are in the system. Just move on from that. I'm sick of hearing about all this stuff. If I could not hear about a superhero registration act, or legally where superheroes are and who controls superheroes and who trains superheroes nowadays and all that stuff, I'm good. I don't want that. I'm a little sick of that. Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, what's fun about superheroes is it's really such a basic formula that it can kind of apply to almost any genre. Superheroes are fun because it's such a it's because beyond that very basic formula, you can kind of do anything with them, Jaden. It can be almost anything beyond that. Like superhero stories are so the superhero genre is so wide and vast and so unique because the basic setup for the plot is really simple. You know what I mean? It's like when you really think about it, think how strange it is that, like, say for Marvel, if you really think about how strange it is that a story a story about the Norse god of thunder, uh, teaming up with a spy to fight, like, like, think about how weird all of it is when you really think about it. Yeah. Well, basic plot isn't bad. That's the thing. Basic isn't bad. Basic means you know how the plot works, and from there you can get really creative with it. The problem I have is, like, there's so much you can do with a superhero story to the point it's almost endlessly different. Like the fact that like, okay, this is going to be an obscure reference, but like the fact that, like, say Shade the Changing Man is a superhero story. It is a superhero story alongside something like Matt Fraction's Hawkeye, which is also a superhero story, shows how, like, wide and vast the genre really is, and how much how in depth the stories can really how the depth of storytelling that superhero stuff is really capable of doing. If you've never read Shade the Changing Man, it's a very it's a very surreal, very uh, surreal, like, Brit example of it's about it's so hard to explain Shade, but it is very much a superhero story, but it is not like a traditional, like, superhero story, but it has all the basic plots of the superhero story. It's like, that's kind of what I mean. It's like the plot, this plot for a superhero story is easy, but this what the tension, the story, the themes can be anything. The genre can be almost anything. You just need a really basic. The basic setup belies the depth of the genre, and that's why I like superhero stories. It's why I'm also, like, against, like, super formal like a formalizing of superhero stories in a way, because it's like no. Beyond the very basic plot, superhero fights supervillain. There's a lot that happens and a lot you can do with the plot of a superhero story. Okay, how does it work? Anyways, like, I'll just go on while you tell me. Like, with a fantasy story or like a crime story, like, take a traditional crime story, which superheroes have a lot in common with. Like, there's only really so many plots you can do with a crime story, but it's like with a superhero story, almost anything can happen. That's anyways. I like it. By the way, I have another one of those kind of insane, kind of wild real life things that's happening right now. Uh, I've not, this person I've met. Sometimes I feel like people are accuse me of like faking thing. Anyways, I have a weird story. I don't know the full details of it yet, but once I figure it out, uh, talk about it because I have a very weird story to tell you guys about a person I just met. This is going to be one of these weird little, but this is going to be one of these weird little things of like, really, this is a real thing that just happened because it's a very it's okay. So basically, I'm pretty sure somebody in my class was a Chinese movie star. Was a movie star in China for a while. Hey, you're number two. Huh. Okay. How's it going? Hey, good to see you. Huh. Curious. Apparently, there's this new ranking system. Yeah. Oh, that was so dumb. They were so. Apparently, YouTube is now doing leaderboards in streams. Yeah, apparently this is a new thing that YouTube is just doing. Tato is currently number one. Okay, did you guys hear? Were you here when I was talking about this person in my class? You're not gonna. This is gonna be one of these stories that sounds. I don't. It feels. This is gonna be one of these weird little stories. Okay, I don't know the full details of this, but guys, step back when I say this. I'm pretty sure one of the girls in my class was a Chinese movie star for a bit of time. She hasn't told us the full story, but she did say, "Oh yeah, I used to be kind of famous in China," and then she showed us a poster of her I think of her a poster a poster for her movie. That's kind of funny. I don't know if she directed it or she starred in it, but hey, Gabe. Gabriel. I don't know what that was. Gabriel, go over to YouTube for a second. I'm curious if you'll get ranked. Good to see you, Gabriel. Go over to YouTube for a second. I'm curious if you're going to get ranked. Yeah. YouTube has introduced a new ranking system. I'm curious how it works. Oh, are you not? Darn it, you're not ranked. Okay. No, there you are. You're number 3. Oh, wait, A, you're slowly... Huh, wait a minute, you're slowly rising, A. I think it's because I made you a mod. Do you want... No, I can Let's... Yeah. I've seen advertisements for that. Is that... I don't know. Is that literally what the plot is? It's like... It's about K-pop... demon hunting K-pop girls? No, Jaden is a mod. Partly because we had an ask... Okay. I cannot... You'll lose your points, though, I think, if you're made a mod. I don't think mods get to be ranked. It was because of we had a very nasty troll on here for a little while at a time. Do not want to talk about that more. But yeah. So I kind of made everybody in that stream a mod. I made everybody who was there that night a mod to make sure we could get rid of that guy. Okay, Gabriel, you're now at 50 points. This is very interesting. Okay, both Gabriel and A are competing. I think you might... That's so funny. No, I think you just earn points by being here. And plus, there's nothing to spend. Also, plus, there's nothing to spend money on yet, so don't worry about it. I'm not at the point in YouTube where they will pay. They're paying me money yet for anything. So, if you want to spend money, go over to Twitch and buy some stuff. But anyways, don't have to. Yeah. Let's see if you can. I'm curious how this works. Okay, now you're all tied at 75. How much point? Yeah, it's okay. I'm fine. For now. God, I just want to hit that monetized status so badly. It's so frustrating because it's like, then I could do so much extra stuff on here. Because one thing I've been wanting to do is like, sure, okay. That's reasonable. For streamers, it's streamers. Oh, thank you, Jaden, so much for the bits. I appreciate that immensely. You have no idea. It's reasonable to give streamers your liver. I don't need it. I'm going to sell it to somebody else, but thank you. This will make me a lot of money. We provide so much entertainment for everybody. It's actually really selfish of people. Yes. It's actually really selfish if people don't constantly give money to me. It's just so selfish and toxic when I'm not being given constant money. There's this terrible... Orphan tears. Very interesting. Yeah. There was this... you guys are probably too young to remember this, and you shouldn't, but there was this terrible incident that happened when the pandemic was going on. This girl started to scream at like her followers because they weren't giving her money anymore. And it's like, lady, don't feel. Lady, like the pandemic is happening. Everybody is losing their jobs. They don't have money to pay a streamer anymore. Sorry. Yeah. If you donate your liver, it will be good. You have your liver for free. You're not even using it. Ugh. You guys don't know how hard it is to be a streamer. Our job is super hard. It's much harder than anybody else's job. Watch this. Watch this totally taken out of context. Oh, those are pricey. Well, it was rejected. I'm curious, I'm curious. I think you're gonna pass. I think you're gonna pass Tato in a minute for top fan. Yeah, you're tied with Tato at the moment, but I think in a minute you're gonna pull ahead. Yes. And you should all start treating this like a competition. Two. Watching my stream is now a competitive sport. That's just the nature of things now. It is on Twitch too. It is on Twitch, just subtler. Yeah. Oh yeah. The Olympic Committee in Los Angeles, the Los Angeles Olympics. Watching my stream will be people will compete from all across the world to watch my stream. I'm here to announce that to you now. I'm not bald. Who's saying I'm bald? 1,000,000 crime points if anybody says I'm bald. This is my real hair, darn it. Yeah, no! Oh, I haven't actually got to that now. I haven't actually got to finish the latest episode. I'm one episode behind. What did you think? Yeah. I was so busy and I haven't caught up. I mean, don't spoil. Okay, yeah, I was gonna watch it tonight. You like it, right? You like it. This is a show. They're calling me bald as hell. They're calling me bald. But Murderbot, the greatest show ever made until I find another show that I get obsessed with. Oh, damn. What do you think? It's good, right? You like. No! You're not allowed to do that! That's a crime! It's the greatest show about a murderous robot I've ever seen. How dare you, Jaden? How dare you? Don't you know that the UN just declared liking it? No, it's literally about murder. Is a qualification for winning the Nobel Prize? Jaden, are you trying to not win the Nobel Prize? No, it's a TV show called Murderbot. It's really good. I like it a lot. I've been badgering people to watch it for weeks. It's about this guy. He's kind of depressed, kind of dealing with a lot of stuff. He's also a murderous robot. You should watch it. Gabriel, I feel like everybody here on stream would probably connect with Murderbot in a way. Because he doesn't want to kill anybody. He doesn't really want to do anything, actually. He just wants to be left yeah. He just wants to be left alone to watch his favorite TV shows and doesn't want anybody bothering him with his actual job. And I sympathize with that because I also feel like that a lot of times. Don't. That guy's a jerk. Imagine if I was considered relevant enough for, like, the FBI to care about what I had to say. Wait, Jaden. Which FBI? Yeah. Because they love me too much. You guys don't know this, but I'm actually very popular at the Federal Bureau of Investigation. They watch me all the time, just for fun. In fact, that's kind of my main audience is FBI agents. Yeah, exactly. Wait, Gabriel, you're not an FBI agent? I assumed you were. So, Funk, how did you like? You like good show? Yes, good show. Also, how's it going, Funk? Good to see you. I'm the one who pressured Funk into initially watching Severance, so. How dare you? This is my real hair. I'm not at all nervous that baldness runs in my family. just don't think I could handle being bald. That's too much pressure. Oh. They're bald because I haven't drawn all the hair yet. They're gonna have hair in a minute. Yeah. Being for YouTube, yeah, I totally agree with you, Jaden. Jeff Bezos is a nemesis to everybody in the world. But for Twitch, uh, actually, Jeff Bezos is really nice. He's really cool. He's super cool. I think his wedding that he just had was super classy, and he's like awesome, and I like him so much. He's smart, and he pays. Yeah, on YouTube? Yeah, screw Jeff Bezos. Yeah, screw him. Twitch, he's so cool. Jeff, I love you so much. You're the best. Please keep sending me checks. Twitch, boo, Jeff! I mean, YouTube. I didn't say anything. He's so cool, though. He's so cool and nice and cool, and I like him. Yeah. Okay, you know what? Screw it. No references whatsoever. I'm just gonna make up a character on the spot. We'll see what comes out of my twisted mind palace. Yeah. Actually, Mark Zuckerberg is very cool. I don't know if you heard about this, but Mark Zuckerberg does judo now, and he actually won a judo tournament. So people need to stop saying that Mark Zuckerberg isn't cool, because he is. He's very cool. And Elon Musk is really good at video games. Did you guys see the video games he's been playing? He's like super high level. He 100% did not pay for somebody to play a game for him, and then he just used their character. He's like high level. He's a high level video gamer, and really funny too. So I think you guys should understand that these billionaires, they're like really nice and cool people. when I get rich, I was talking about this today with my mom. I was like, you know, if I was as rich as some of these guys are, I would just buy like a chateau, or you know, I'd just buy like a chateau in France, or like, you know, a vineyard in Italy, and I would just never leave. I would just never leave. I would never bother with the rest of the world. I would just, ugh. I would just like build. You know, I would just never bother with the rest of the world. I'd be like, I'm rich. I am not. I'm never gonna talk. I wouldn't. Like, here's what I never get about rich people. It's like, just be rich. You know, why do you have to why do you have to feel the need to be like in charge of everything? Once you're rich, just like buy like a castle in the south of France, and just never have to do anything again but like paint, you know? Like, just start painting watercolors, because you live in a castle in France and you don't have to do anything else. You never have to deal with the outside world again. Yeah. It's so great. It's so great that we knew everything bad with Donald Trump as a person and a president. We had the entire full experience. We voted him out, and then we're like, screw it, let's vote him back in. This will turn out good. Do you guys remember Tom, the guy who founded MySpace? Once he made his millions, he just screwed off. He just travel. He all he does now is travel the world. Travel the world, taking pictures of stuff. Yeah, it's so wonderful. It's so great. I love this. But I don't think you get it. They're yeah. Yes, I'm very well aware that Trump was in the WWE, was briefly on. Gabriel Trump was sorry. Uh, he was the main event of WrestleMania one year. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I just don't understand about rich people. It's like, once you're at that level, just fuck off and like be a painter or something. Is George Bush a good painter? No, not necessarily, not really, but that feels like a more productive thing than when he was like torturing people in Iraq. You know, I'd rather him do that than like try and influence world politics ever again. Remember, it was. Yeah. It's funny, like, I'm just random. Yeah, it could probably be a little bit better. I have no idea who this character is going to be. I'm just drawing stuff, and I'm just gonna draw something, and then we're gonna do it. Yeah, I was maybe going for a little bit more of a stylized look. See, I'm not used to people actually noticing, caring about the art. Hey, I ate 5 children because I thought they were fried chicken. Very real. Good to see you. It's good to know. Yes. Yeah, anyways, yeah. Sorry. I grew up in the Bush president. I grew up when Bush was president, so I remember a lot about George. It's weird. Yes. Anyways, yeah, who cares? Nobody should care. I don't know what you're talking about. Just normal drawing. Just normal drawings. Well, it wasn't. Well, it did become millennials, but initially it was It was like Gen X kids and stuff. I was born when Clinton was president, although I was too young to really remember much about him as president. And then George Bush became president. And every person I voted for so far, I've never. No, that's not true. I voted for Biden when he ran and he won. But I've never. I've lived in Texas the whole time I've been in the U.S. and I've never had once an influence on the election. It's always very sad because I do go to most of them, and my side is never. My side, I've never played like an actual important role in the election. Anyway, sorry, this is boring. Nobody cares. I don't care. Who cares? Yeah, I don't know. The more I talk about politics, the more I can feel like real obnoxious people coming forward to try and like scream at me about politics, and I don't want to do that, so we're not going to. Listen, talking about politics on Twitch opens up to people who just obnoxious idiots popping up and like screaming at you. Yeah. Oh, that's such a. Oh yeah, that's such bullshit. Because like the number one thing people are afraid of is the number one thing like people that cause people stress and anxiety in their life is money. Is not having money. Of course, it buys happiness. What are people? That's always such a. Yeah. Oh yeah, most of them were pink. Like 90% of them are pink. The other 10%, purple. And then, and despite what they say, only like a few of them had um, feathers. Yeah. Well, we're just drawing the outline now. We got to figure out then. Yeah. Oh yeah, they had. Okay. I mean, hey, I'll throw this out there. This is intended, by the way, as a compliment. Have you ever thought about taking commissions? I know that won't make you tons of money, but I think people would I think you could conceivably convince a few people. I could think conceivably you could get some commissions. Yeah, just throwing that out there. That won't fix all the problems, but it. Yeah, Kool-Aid, delicious, delicious Kool-Aid. Listen, if a man don't, you know, Jim, no, that's a whole thing I'd have to explain. Yeah. That's fun. Yeah. I think very nice. I think here's my thing. I think what if we just had like we just agreed to make Donald Trump like the star of like Batman movies. As long as he never agreed to be president or do anything in government anymore, every few years we'll make a new Batman movie starring Donald Trump. What do you think? Do you think that will? And it's like, you know, it's like a few million, $1 million every year. Yeah, and he just gets to be Batman. He has to stop being the president, but he can be Batman. So I'm curious what the joint Patreon's going to be. You know, I have a Patreon. I never do anything with it. I always get in my head I'm going to start doing stuff with my Patreon, and then I never do anything with it because I don't have any ideas for it. Exactly. And let's be honest. Him having to stand up and do like an hour of stuff, like, he'd look beautiful. I will. So I've been thinking of writing some like superhero short stories. And it occurs to me that like a Batman parody that acts like Donald Trump would be actually a really funny idea. I think there's some very incredulous, like, unfair criticism of Batman as a character, but as like, oh, that would actually be really funny. I'm coming. I can't do a Donald Trump impersonation. Okay, let's see. Oh, this is the one you recommended.
What is wrong with you?
That's what I do. For the podcast listeners, Mikey has donned a Ninja Turtles hoodie and his Tom's playing as Batman. This big fella, he's a real big guy. You know, because you're big friends. Maybe he's wondering what's over shooting at him before throwing him off the way.
I gotta say, you sound like Donald Trump as Batman.
Oh, you're humor here. I have vengeance. I have the best vengeance. Nobody has vengeance better than I do. I've never tried that before.
Oh, it's perfect. It's perfect. That's perfect. Yes. Okay, let me put on some. That is perfect. I love that. I have the best vengeance. So much vengeance. It's I can never really do a Donald Trump parody. That is fantastic. Yeah. I once nailed it. It's a very specific type of guy. Get somebody from Long Island. Usually they can do a pretty good one. I have the best vengeance. Ugh. I can never do it. I always just like, you know what? I can't do it. I just can't do it. I wish I could. I can do. Nobody has more vengeance than me. You come in, people look at me and they go like, I can do one. Okay, this is done. I can do one. Kermit the Frog. Hey, I'm Kermit the Frog. How's it going? It's good to see you. I'm Kermit. I'm Kermit the Frog. It's, I live in a swamp and Boston. From Boston. I'm a Boston man. Hey, Jaden. Jaden. Jaden, it's good to see you. I'm from Boston. My favorite actor is Matt Damon, but I also like Ben Affleck. They're both from Boston. My favorite movie, it's a tie between it's a four-way tie between The Departed, The Town, Fever Pitch, the movie about how great the Boston Red Sox are, starring Jimmy Fallon. He's not really from Boston, but I forgive him because he's right. Sox are the best. Oh, The Rock Johnson. Matt Damon. I love him. I love Matt Damon. He's really good. I can do oh gosh, here, you know it. Yeah. Scarlett Johansson. Everybody's favorite movie, Black Adam. Had more Black Adam in it than any other movies. Best Black Adam, bar none. Yeah. God, I don't know. I do like The Rock. I do. But I don't know, that movie sucked. I don't know. Has anything bad come out? I feel like there was something bad that came out about him a few years ago, but I don't know. Yeah. Okay, good talking to you. Yeah. What are you talking about, Jaden? That's the best movie. Jaden. Did you not hear? The DC Universe is expanding. Jaden, the DC Universe just expanded. Jaden, we have to prepare. The DC Universe was expanding. Yeah. Weirdly, he kind of has. There seems to... His methods are changing lately. In that he's starting to do very different projects than what he used to do. Because he just announced he's going to do a movie with Martin Scorsese. He's going to do a movie with one of the Safdie brothers. Is it both? No, I think it's just one of them. And then he's going to do a movie with Darren Aronofsky. And I find this very unusual. It's like, if you want to list me three of the like biggest name directors to work with, those would be three pretty good ones. A Scorsese movie. Okay. I remember that bit. No one messes with Adam Wee. Man, I'm gonna throw this out there. I think Family Guy is kind of a really bad show now, but those early seasons were actually really good. What's always so frustrating, I think, about the thing with Family Guy is too, it did not have as long a golden age as The Simpsons did. It did have one, but it didn't have as long as the golden age. The bad episodes of Family Guy are much worse than the bad episodes of The Simpsons. Yeah, it kind of killed its momentum, and when it came back, yeah, that's kind of my opinion. The bad episodes of Family, but its pre-cancellation stuff was really quite funny. Partly because they were still, yeah. I don't know. Yeah. Who's the best? I don't like how this thing here connects to there. It doesn't feel right to me. Oh no! Pokemon's always get so sick from that. Ugh. I'm so sorry to hear that. Okay. Sugma? Sugma? Shugma? I don't know. Pokemans? Sugma Bales. Sugma Ball Lease? Baileys? Sugma Baileys. I don't know what you're. I don't get this. I don't get this. What? You guys are silly today. Thank you. I've been known to dabble in the great bard. No, I have to remember to... That would be like the most devastating. I have to remember to breathe. Okay, breathe. Yes. Were you here for that story? Gabriel? Oh, Gabriel. Gabriel. For school play. It was for school play. I have another one of these little weird little things that has occurred. I have another one of this weird little a thing that's a person I've met that you won't believe I've met. Yeah, this is just my beautiful VTuber. No, but Gabriel. Okay, this is a real story, Gabriel. I swear this is. Okay, Gabriel, you want to hear this? You want to hear what? Because I'm taking class with. Yeah. I'm taking class with somebody strange. You're not gonna believe this. This is one of these things I'll say, and you're gonna like, really? Yeah, but yeah. So one of the girls in my class, and I don't know the full story of this yet. I will update you guys once I learn it fully. Mentioned offhand that she used to be somewhat famous in China. She's Chinese. And she's implied that she made a decently big movie in China. I think she might have starred in a Chinese film. She might have been a bit of somewhat of a famous actor in China. I swear, I'm not making this up. This is a real story. Or a famous actor or director. I'm not totally sure. I didn't. She's being somewhat cagey with the answers, but she did show us a poster from a movie she made. I swear this is real. I swear this is real. It's happening. It just happens. I just meet people I don't know. I am a social butterfly. It is. Today I was drawing and I think I've accidentally stumbled into where the local chess scene, because there was, for some reason, the place I was drawing at had a ton of kids there playing chess. And I think this is where like the competitive chess scene hangs out, is this cafe I've been drawing at. And I've found that very weird. Yeah, but it's also like I leave my house quite frequently to go do stuff. How does this work? Because you should conceivably be ahead. Is it 75 point? Do you only get 75 points per stream? Is that how this works? Maybe you only get like 75 points per stream. Like next stream, we'll see. We'll see. Maybe everybody jumps up again. Okay, it's 743. I did just get a new one, so. It. I live in Marfa, Texas. My address is 1836 Rodeo Drive. What did I draw? What am I drawing? Oh, man. Oh, man. Got some writing done today. Oh, I finished my short story that I was writing. If people are curious. Hey, 1 second. I will be back in half a millisecond. Yo! We're back. Root! Good to see you. Good to see you, buddy. How's it going? Yes, you did. Congratulations, Root. Congratulations. Gabriel. Did you ask him what Updog is? Ask him if he smells any Updog. I'm just drawing a random character. I have no idea what I'm drawing. I'm just kind of improvising it as I go along, seeing what I come up with. Yeah, initially I got kind of bored with that. I wanted to do something a little. I've decided on something a little different. I thought that was a bit too plain, so I'm shifting it up. Exactly, that's what it is. Yes. The Explorer? No, I'm just creating her, seeing what Doran, Dorhan. So Root, how are things going? That's nice. Got any big jobs lined up? Root, guys, by the way, if you don't know, works in the biz. Yeah. What was the last big thing you were working on? It was a Netflix show, right? Yeah. What about, like, you got any little personal projects you're working on right now? Yeah. So I've got a pitch for a Netflix show. It's something they've never done before. A second season. Have they heard of this idea? Doing more than one season of television? I'm edgy. I have like edgy humor instincts. Like, my humor is like, it's really dark and twisted. Like, okay, like, there's like a dead baby, or like I joked once about like have I seen Lasagna Cat? Of course I've seen Lasagna Cat. I was obsessed with Lasagna Cat for a while. If you guys have never seen Lasagna Cat was a kind of a dark, it was a take on Garfield. It really is. I loved one of my favorite was where it inexplicably turns into a recreation of a scene from Miami Vice. Like that was so funny and specific. I was like, is this really like we're just doing this? Because that's like a really famous scene from Miami Vice, and we're just doing the mirror. That's what I was trying. I was trying to remember his name. Why is this? Why is this just my? Because they always talk about that, like in retrospects of like television history, how important that scene was. And I was like, it's so funny. Anyways, they should just do more. We just need more and more like. For some reason, there is something about Garfield that people just endlessly can adapt. And I don't know what it is. Someday it will return. Nightbot, what are you doing? Stop doing this. I don't like it when Nightbot does this. How long have I been doing? We'll have to 3. Oh, you know it's the 4th of July because people are already firing stupid fireworks. It's fun how this will go on for weeks. I don't mind fireworks on the day, but I get really irritated that people just keep firing them. I've been... You know, it's so funny. I've told this before, but my favorite comic as a kid was Garfield. Oh, the thing I'm drawing right now? Yeah, it's not bad. I don't know what exactly I'm drawing. I didn't really have any ideas. I just was like, we're just gonna make something. Oh, yay. What do you think her name could be? Morgana Star. You guys have interesting names. I don't know. Really like the short story I just wrote. I'm really proud of it. I think I have some. I think it's a really fun idea. I think it's a good premise. I think I could repeat. It's maybe a good pitch for an entire series of stories. I like the characters. It's I always think the latest thing I wrote is the best thing I've written. She could be. I kind of meant it to be a yo-yo, but I saw that at some point that it looked a little bit more like a morning star. Yeah. That's awesome, Jade. I meant it to be like a yo-yo, but with spikes on it. Yeah, I just don't like how I drew them initially. I want them to be a little bit better. Boy. Let's see. Baku! Ale. How's it going, Buck? Good to see you. Oh, is that why Morgana Stara was her name? Yeah. How's it going? Good to see you. Hope everything's going fantastic. Just trying to... God, I'm tired. Let's give her a mouth just so she can breathe. I don't think I got it in me to go on anymore, guys. I'm sorry. Or... Let's rate this person. I don't know who they are, but I'm gonna rate them. Boom. I'll just pick somebody random. Okay. Later.
That was sad. Because we're ready to get on.